So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Takes a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Alexander-Arnold. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. but I just feel he understands the art of defending better than most. No surprise, given his footballing education, of course.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Camavinga. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Looking for a runner. Now it's Mbappe. Chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Eder Militao, Bellingham chasing after it. Pass somewhat off target. Still goalless at the moment. And here's Mbappe. The ball has bounced loose now. Goulet. Goulet looking to penetrate opposition lines. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Valverde. Tchouaméni. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Valverde. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Goulet. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And how good was that? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Courtois clears. Camavinga. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Bellingham. And he's had it nicked away. Bellingham. For Valverde. Camavinga. And it's Tchouaméni. And it's Camavinga. Nicely weighted ball. That's a throw. Rudiger gets it away. Over to the left. Aimed beyond the defence. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. Madrid are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And here's Mbappe. Chance for a shot! Tchouaméni. And the counter is on. Great pressure, plenty of it. Tchouaméni. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Distributed tidily. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. It's a searching pass. Neatly clipped into space. He has a look out. Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Madrid leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Eder Militao. That's Rudiger. And it's Rudiger. Eder Militao. It's Camavinga. Now it's Bellingham. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Camavinga. Camavinga. Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking for the run. Bellingham.
Might want to be careful there.
And that's gone loose. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Eder Militao. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Here's Tchouaméni. Eder Militao.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Good read, needed to be. And he can clear it away. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Camavinga. Valverde. So we've reached the hour mark. Now it's Mbappe. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Goulet. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
No, that's been intercepted. Bellingham. Madrid have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Mbappe, and he's running, tries a shot! He can get that clear.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Rodrigo. Oh, super goal. Good save. He's had a shot! And it's in! And again they hit the front.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting. And the shot! Sticks it away! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Played into space. Plays it in low. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, there's the clearance. And he's well positioned here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, what has happened here? Rodrigo.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Out to the left it goes. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Tchouaméni. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? And he gets rid in a hurry. Big chance! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Madrid take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And that is as far as it goes. Madrid can finally smile now. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And that pass just didn't quite work. Tchouaméni. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Good ball, good take, and the shot! That's another chance! And another try! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. But I just feel he understands the art of defending better than most. No surprise, given his footballing education, of course.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Goulet. Madrid are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Vinicius Junior. Searching pass he's played there. Bellingham. And it's Valverde. Gets a good foot in there. Here's Tchouaméni. Eder Militao. And it's Camavinga. Turns back here, probably the best option. Chooses to go cross-field. It's Camavinga. Bellingham. And it's Valverde. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tchouaméni. And it's Bellingham. And here's Valverde. Can he finish? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Bellingham, lobbed in behind. Tchouaméni gets across to intercept that. Tchouaméni. Eder Militao. For Valverde. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Vinicius Junior. And it's Valverde. Valverde unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. In with the challenge. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Goulet. Here's found the way through. Half-time getting close now. Well, there's a probing ball. Alexander-Arnold. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Tchouaméni all the way back. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Engages and forces him off the ball. Eder Militao.
Habrá un minuto de
Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How would you review the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So off we go once more.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Camavinga. And he's forced to go back. And it's Tchouaméni. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Passing nice and neat. And here's Vinicius Junior. There's the shot! Goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So we have our breakthrough.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Camavinga. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That is good alertness. Well, that has not gone well. Camavinga. Madrid have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Alexander-Arnold. And that's put paid to a promising move. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Alexander-Arnold. Nice control.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Camavinga. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out. This will probably be a ding far post.
El dorsal 12.
Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois!
El dorsal 6.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's gone loose. Mbappe concedes a free kick for that. Eder Militao. Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. Eder Militao is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
No way through there. Now it's Goulet, and the counter is on. And it's Arda Goulet. Madrid are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Brahim Diaz.
2 minutos de descuento.
Well, that's a little loose. And they've got a throw. Alexander-Arnold. It's a searching pass. He's in plenty of space here. Great ball, and he's in here. Gets his head on it! Goal! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over. And that is as far as it goes. Madrid were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
And as you can see, we've already... Shot, surely! Well, now it's a race for the ball. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role. I mean, his contributions, attacking-wise, can match up with some of the leading playmakers around. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone so productive in that role. Some of his cross-field passing is quite ridiculous.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Vinicius Junior. Lovely, now then. And he's had a shot! And he's done it!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Alexander-Arnold. Madrid are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Bellingham. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Goulet tries making a foray down the right. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Camavinga, Eder Militao, Mbappe, Mbappe! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Mbappe, oh, that is asking for trouble. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham, and now the breakaway. And here's Valverde. And he's cut it out. Bellingham. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And Goulet. Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's Valverde, played with finesse. There's the header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Madrid looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Madrid looking to pass their way through. And he has been fouled there. Camavinga. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vinicius Junior running with the ball. Goulet. Valverde set up one goal so far. Goulet has been caught there, it's a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. And it's Tchouaméni. Back into the middle. Rudiger deals with that comfortably. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. Now he's off and running. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Mbappe. The ball has bounced loose now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Madrid have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now, and we get some free-flowing football.
Bellingham. He's found a way through, and he was alert to it. Well, yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Bellingham has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm he is therefore off. He's under a lot of pressure there. Oh, super ball! And it's a decent chance! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And now he has two. Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
That is good alertness.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the
chance! Sticks it away! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Madrid choosing to make the first change. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Takes a shot! He has done it! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Valverde, and they can counter here. Arda Güler. Can he finish? Yes! And the lead is extended still further. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction and hopefully the style of contest.
We have already started here. He's on it, can he get away? Vinicius Junior! Decent enough try.
Vinicius Junior certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And the shot! And that is wildly off target.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Rudiger. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Chance for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Valverde. Tchouaméni with the... It's a quick one. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain. Can he finish? Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. And reclaimed it in a trice. That's a nicely shaped ball. Shot could be on. Shapes to shoot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Probing pass. Goulet providing an outlet on that flank. Vinicius Junior. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Camavinga has got himself a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Vinicius Junior, and it's Bellingham. Looking for the run. Oh, shooting chance! Goulet. Knocks it into space. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. It's gone out for a throw-in. Tchouaméni. And it's Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Real chance here. Tchouaméni. Looking to play him in. Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. And here's Mbappe. He's gone for goal! No, not quite.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Vinicius Junior, and it's Bellingham. And he cuts out the supply. And he's there to retrieve it. Valverde. Oh, that's well spotted. Vinicius Junior. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And it's Tchouaméni. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And it's Bellingham. He's in a great position here. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
An engrossing half, but we're still... He's had a shot! Superb goal!
Well, what a time for the captain to step up and put his team in front again, but while it doesn't necessarily guarantee a win here, it's a wonderful early boost in this second half.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Face of chance! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
It's a really well-measured ball. Swings in across. And that's the keeper's ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Eder Militao. Valverde. It's Camavinga. And it's Camavinga. Bellingham. Picked out brilliantly. Mbappe. That's the keeper's ball. Eder Militao gets across to intercept that.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Gets a good foot in there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And he's had it nicked away. Bellingham has created one goal already. Nice interception, well timed. Camavinga. No, again there's no way through. Goulet. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Valverde. He's away! Look at the space here. He's having a go. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now that is commitment to the cause.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 15, el dorsal 5.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
El dorsal 6.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way.
El dorsal 21, el dorsal 30.
Rudiger. Courtois. Now it's Bellingham. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Mbappe is onto this. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. He's not got that quite right.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Brahim Diaz. Well, that's an excellent interception. Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Madrid have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Madrid finding their passes. Can he get on the end of this? This looks promising. Oh, he's been caught napping. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, a delicate chip through.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Tries a shot! Chouameni, no unnecessary risks. Oh no, what has happened here? A lot of... There's the shot! No mistake! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? And that will be it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Mbappe voted man of the match and deserved. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
The action has already started. No, he's not getting his way this time. Eder Militao did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's in on goal. Mbappe! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Mbappe is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Vinicius Junior! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And they're quick to get it back. Bellingham gets a foot in here. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Bellingham. Valverde looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that pass just didn't quite work. Bellingham. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the... It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards to get them off and running. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Oh, well played, well played.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Great defending, strong and determined. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. Big chance for a shot! It's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Madrid grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Vinicius Junior opts for safety. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. He's found a way through. Look at the space here. There's the shot! Loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shot a goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Has a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Nicked it back promptly. Valverde cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Valverde. And he's being shifted off it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Alexander-Arnold. Can he spark a counter here? And he stands tall, impenetrable. And it's Valverde. Bellingham, given the lift of his goal. Alexander-Arnold. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Habrá
Goulet.
2 minutos de descuento.
In with the challenge. Oh, he's certainly... It's a quick one. Alexander-Arnold. Tries to play it through. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. Oh, what has happened here? And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Madrid get the second half started. Valverde. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he has shown him a yellow card. Camavinga, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Goulet. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Valverde. Vinicius Junior. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now it's Mbappe. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Valverde. It's Vinicius Junior. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's made its way to him. No joy this time. Rudiger. Camavinga. He won't be happy with that one. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. So a chance here, what can they make of it?
Well, it looks like they'll be aiming this one for the far post, Peter.
Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Surely now! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Quality ball. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And here's Mbappe. Threads one in. That is a brilliant interception. Valverde.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bellingham. Foot in. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Tchouaméni does well to get it back. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Camavinga. Knocks it into space. That's an excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Camavinga. Bellingham! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
Both
dorsal
sides
8,
then taking this chance
el
to
dorsal
turn to
5,
their benches.
El dorsal 15, el dorsal 7.
That has been
Serán
slung
sustituidos
wide.
por el dorsal 6.
Mbappe is onto this.
El dorsal 30.
Decent progress
el
down the
dorsal
left.
11. Se va a realizar
Just
un
about
cambio
up
de
to
jugadores.
75 minutes. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim
That
it.
was lovely, that.
Nice interception, well timed. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And here's Rodrigo.
Such good technique.
This looks promising. Great chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Gets a good foot in there. Great vision. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
That's going in strongly.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, well played. Rodrigo. Now it's Mbappe. And he's on his way! Ball's played through. Brahim Diaz in acres of space out wide.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rudiger gets across to intercept that. And now the breakaway. Mbappe. Brahim Diaz. Oh, good spread. And the number on the board is 3. And it's Camavinga. Can he get it through? Whistle's gone, that's foul. Tchouaméni has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Courtois. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. And that's gone loose. Now it's Mbappe. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate.
Mbappe! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. Nice bit of trickery. Goulet. And here's Bellingham. Oh, that was vital. Camavinga going vertical. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that lineage, Peter. He's very quick and aggressive, and while he does have the odd mistake in him, or certainly did in his earlier career, he's maturing fast and he's easing that out of his game, and he can go all the way to the very top.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Mbappe.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's intervened well there. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, nice touch. And it's Arda Güler. Oh, super ball! Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Camavinga. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Goulet. Oh, that's fabulous. Goulet. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Alexander-Arnold. Here's Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. And it's Arda Güler. And it's Valverde. Delicate ball and it... Chance! Oh, that is a great stop!
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now, can they get him away? Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Bellingham. That's an imaginative pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's a sharp pass. Has a look and plays it forward. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold gets into some space. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. He slings it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Played out towards the right wing. Rudiger. Tchouaméni. Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni goes on a run down the left wing.
Whatever happens,
That's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Camavinga. Oh, good ball! Goulet. And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rudiger.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Vinicius Junior.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's picked his way through. No way through, so... And the shot! It's hit the upright. And it's half-time here. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
There's the shot! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
A 1-0 lead established.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Throw in. Referee's given a throw. And he goes cross-field. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham gets across to intercept that. Vinicius Junior under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Valverde. Madrid still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. Now it's Goulet. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, good-looking ball. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And here's Mbappe. Driving through the middle.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
Both
dorsal
sides
8,
then taking this chance
el
to
dorsal
turn to
7,
their benches.
El dorsal 5 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 6, el dorsal 11, el
Camavinga.
dorsal 21. Se va a llevar a cabo
Madrid
un
are,
cambio
of
de
course, in a
jugadores.
position to go to the bench should the need arise. Nicely weighted ball. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Such good technique.
Now it's Rodrigo. Shoots! That's got him rattled. Can he spark a counter here? And here's Mbappe. Brahim Diaz in with the challenge. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's a good 35 yards out, this. And it's Camavinga. Mbappe is onto this.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Camavinga. And that is expertly dealt with.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Brahim Diaz. And he's cut it out. Out towards the flank. And it's Diaz.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he was alert to it.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Searching pass he's played there. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Goulet. Chouameni. And it's Camavinga. Oh, that is a good ball. Goes for a shot! No mistake! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And that will be the final act. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Mbappe. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained.
but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Alexander-Arnold.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Look at the space here. Valverde! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Big header! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Camavinga. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's through here. He's found the way through. Oh, good ball. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Vinicius Junior succumbs to the pressure. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciate. Valverde with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Valverde has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. And Alexander-Arnold. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, that's a key interception. Rudiger. Camavinga. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it into space. There's the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Alexander-Arnold can get it clear. Out for a throw. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Tchouaméni. Camavinga. In with the challenge. Bellingham. Tchouaméni. Tries to play it through. Shot could be on. Valverde. And it's Arda Güler. Vinicius Junior. And Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Now it's Tchouaméni. Oh, Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Arda Güler. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Eder Militao deals with that comfortably. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, what a ball! Vinicius Junior. Bellingham.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Madrid looking to pass their way through. And here's Bellingham. He's found a way through. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Madrid are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's... Great chance! He has done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Alexander-Arnold. Now Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. He's got away. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Tchouameni. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Madrid finding their passes. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Just about up to the hour now. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Valverde. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Bellingham has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8,
time for changes
el
on
dorsal
both
5,
sides, actually.
El dorsal 7 serán sustituidos por.
And
El
here's
dorsal
Rodrigo.
6, El dorsal 21.
And that's
El
been
dorsal
intercepted.
11.
That was
Se va
well
a realizar
played,
un cambio de
well
jugadores.
stopped.
Now it's Goulet. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now, what about a counter-attack? Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Rodrigo. Rodrigo! Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Camavinga, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Rodrigo. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Good take. Decent chance! Goal! Just one goal in it now. Game on! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Serán sustituidos por
We
el
have got
dorsal
ourselves a
30.
game here.
El dorsal
Well, they'll just be
4.
praying that
Cambio
one
de
more
jugadores.
chance falls their way before the whistle goes. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it's Alaba. Camavinga. It's a pretty loose pass. It's a really well-measured ball. Foot in. Aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe is onto this. Chooses to go back. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Rudiger does well to get it back. Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd... Mbappe! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Goulet. Vinicius Junior. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, terrible pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Alexander-Arnold. And Güler. Oh, cracking ball. Valverde. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And here's Mbappe. Tchouaméni. And it's Arda Güler. That's been cut out, well played.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's a sharp little ball here. Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Bellingham. Oh, there's a probing ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, nice touch. Great vision. Alexander-Arnold receives it in a wide position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And claimed it back swiftly. Tchouaméni. Some really good ball movement.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bellingham. And it's Valverde. Oh, easy pickings there. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Not the most accurate pass. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. No, that's been intercepted. And he can clear it away. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Valverde. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And it's Bellingham. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Valverde. The defender is not giving up on this. Passing is crisp and sharp. Big chance! Marvellous goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And it's Valverde. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So we're just settling back into this second half. He's had a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Eder Militao. Here's Tchouaméni. Valverde. Now Eder Militao. Valverde. And that has put paid to that. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Valverde. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. And it's made its way. Chance for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's on it, can he get away? And he's gone backward here. This might spell danger. And the shot! And again the keeper stands strong. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Looking here to chip it through. And now they can spring out of defence. Madrid still this single goal behind. And it's Arda Güler. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
In towards the back stick, and he was alert to it. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Bellingham. This looks promising. Played out towards the right wing. He's got away. Valverde with the cross. And that has been knocked clear.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And here's Mbappe. Valverde. That's Valverde. Chance to deliver. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 5, el dorsal 22 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 6, el dorsal 11, el dorsal 21.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
He's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Brahim Diaz. Alexander-Arnold. And Güler. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. He is through here. And the shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
That's a decent clearance. Güler looking to play him in.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Can he finish? Madrid must do something here, and very quickly.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Camavinga looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Rodrigo concedes a free kick for that. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Howson. And Güler. And it's Camavinga.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Güler. Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode.
This is now creating a nervous atmosphere.
And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is, well... Valverde! Brilliant from Valverde!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Lobbed in behind. Now it's Camavinga. Güler. And it's Bellingham. And there's green grass ahead of it. And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's caused a worry or two. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. There's the header! Now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Vinicius Junior is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Engages and forces him off the ball. That's beautifully weighted. And he's lost his man here. Tries a shot! He scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's beaten the last man. Tchouaméni. And it's made its way to him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been won straight back. Eder Militao. It's Bellingham. This looks promising. Goes for a shot! It's in! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Played out towards the right wing, and it's Arda Güler. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Lovely bit of skill. Mbappe! Bellingham. And it's Valverde. Referee's given a throw. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Now it's Valverde. Mbappe. Real chance! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid have their second corner now. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Mbappe. He's had a shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Madrid go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Alexander-Arnold. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Tchouaméni. Camavinga.
That's good play from him.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Bellingham. Oh, super ball. Steaming on goalwards. Valverde did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That looks a decent ball. Nice interception, well timed.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tchouaméni. It's Bellingham. Tchouaméni. And there's a searching pass. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
And a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Rudiger gets rid without sophistication. Out towards the flank. Oh, that's superb. Chance! And he hits the net. And the second half is off to a flyer.
Vinicius Junior really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
He's gone for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. He gets big! And yes, it's there! Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be...
And he shoots! And that would have been some goal.
Well, such a fabulous run, and he was fully intent on rounding it off in some style. Great strength, wonderful skill, terrific balance, but he seems to have rushed the finish.
Almost an hour gone. Nicely shaped ball. He has found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Goulet. And a chance! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
The action has already started. Turns back here, probably the best option. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Vinicius Junior! Oh, shooting chance!
Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes where you see him hit the front line.
And he shoots! They just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Great defending, strong and determined. Elise. No goals as yet. Driving on and making good progress. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. There's the shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Doué. Now, can they get him away? And he's quick to get it clear again. Doué. And he goes cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Valverde. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Strokes it back. Now it's Valverde. Goulet. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Goes for a shot! Goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And it's Tchouaméni. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And he's intervened well there. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Mbappe. And he has been fouled there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Bellingham. Madrid looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Shot at goal! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Saliba. And that's another good win of the ball. Valverde. Can he get on the end of this? That looks... He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Real chance! A really close shave and the last action of the first half. Madrid were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football.
Oh, what has happened here? Camavinga. And it's Doué. That's a good ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. France have it back and can go again. Now it's Mbappe. Chouameni. Mbappe. Now it's Doué. Dembele. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, important interception. Mbappe is onto this. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. So what can they make of this? He is through here. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's with the keeper. And he's being shifted off it. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's had a shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, well played. Valverde.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
And it's Bellingham. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required.
And the shot! That's a half-decent try.
Tchouaméni certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Rudiger wins the duel this time. Bellingham. Some really good ball movement. In with the challenge. Madrid still without a single shot on target. Camavinga.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now it's Mbappe. And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Alexander-Arnold. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. Corner number 2 then. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Rudiger. Good ball, good take. And that's a good ball. Bellingham. It's Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Bellingham. Over to the other side. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Some good persistent defending here. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe is on his own. He's having a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Valverde. Tchouaméni. It's a really well-measured ball. Alexander-Arnold. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Looking for options for movement. Eder Militao. And here's Valverde. He's got away. Can he finish? A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Valverde clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need.
Camavinga. Rudiger cuts out the pass. Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold proves too strong. And here's Mbappe. And here's Vinicius Junior. Caresses it through. And it's made its way to him. There's the shot! Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
We are into overtime. Tchouaméni. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. And here's Vinicius Junior. That's a danger. Goes for a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Driving on and making good progress. Bellingham. Tchouaméni moved on forwards. Camavinga. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. And here's Vinicius Junior. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Vinicius Junior gets flagged offside. Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. And it's Rudiger. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Bellingham. Bellingham is onto this. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 7.
Tchouaméni.
El dorsal 15.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. He's on it. Can he get away? Shapes to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And it's Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Now then, the ball's come loose. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. This looks promising. Hangs one in. Bellingham. Muscular approach does pay off here. Now there's a fine ball. Picked out brilliantly. Shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Referee's given a throw.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 22 será reemplazado por el dorsal
Alexander-Arnold.
24. Se va a llevar a cabo un
Gareth
cambio de
Diaz.
jugadores.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, what a ball! It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And the shot! It's there! And late in the day, a telling moment.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Look at the space. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
And already we're underway here. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's come loose. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a lovely, neat pass. Goulet. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I've got my eye on Militao, who's...
Can he finish? Goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Tchouaméni. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Madrid finding their path. Mbappe! Goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, that's well spotted. Mbappe touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rudiger. Mbappe did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And the through ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Goulet. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. Camavinga engages and forces him off the ball. Goulet. Mbappe. Bellingham tidy with his distribution. And it's Bellingham. He's found the way through. Eder Militao defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Madrid looking to pass their way through. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Valverde. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Goulet does well to get it back. Madrid heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's got the beating of his man. Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Played out wide. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter.
Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Camavinga, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the first half is done. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
it's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Madrid are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Valverde. Bellingham. He is starved of space and time. And it's Bellingham. That pass has been well intercepted. Knocks it into space. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now that looks a decent ball. He's under a lot of pressure there. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a pretty loose pass. And smartly reclaimed. He is through here. Good take, and is he in? He's having a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Madrid with the corner, they're first. Bellingham is there, and he can get that clear. And he can clear it away. And he's been shifted off it. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he welcomes it in. Well, there's the clearance. Mbappe goes for a shot! Oh, brilliant save!
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Corner number 2 then. Bellingham with the clearance. Bellingham looking to play him in. Madrid are looking to go forward now. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Camavinga is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
It's played through for him. Mbappe. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Shapes to shoot! And that's gone route one.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He can run onto that. Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham. And that has been clubbed away. Eder Militao. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of...
He's having a shot in for the pieces! There it is! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Bellingham. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Valverde. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. That's a quick free kick.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Valverde. Tchouaméni. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Arda Güler. Rudiger gets a foot in here. Bellingham, given the lift of his goal. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Güler. Driving forward. Güler. Good, strong midfield running here. Shot could be on. Vinicius Junior! Oh, what has happened here? And it's made its way to him. Might be danger here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Valverde cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
That has not gone well. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Has a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's there to clear it. And it's Camavinga. Rudiger. And it's Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. It's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. Valverde is the guilty party there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Valverde threads one in, and the shot! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Madrid are still behind then, despite looking for all the world like they've pulled level.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that's put paid to a promising move. Arda Güler. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Güler. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he finish? And want to be quick to recover this. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham. Madrid are looking to break at pace. And here's Vinicius Junior. Some really good ball movement. Madrid still chasing a one-goal deficit here. And now the breakaway. Valverde takes control of it and he's on the move. Vinicius Junior. And it's Camavinga. He's in space and looking for options. Played in deep.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Chance here to counter. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
There's the shot! And that's a throw-in. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Vinicius Junior. Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, super ball! And he's straight offside. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. And here's Rodri, takes a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Rodrigo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Madrid have their second corner now.
Cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15, el dorsal 5 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 21, el dorsal 30. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Ball is over the line. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Camavinga. Tchouaméni. This looks great chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Brahim Diaz. Alexander-Arnold. And that's a dangerous ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Brilliantly cut out. That's a lovely, neat pass. Eder Militao. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Diaz. And it's Tchouaméni. Closing in on goal. Oh, shooting chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Cambio de jugadores.
Corner number 3 coming up. Punched away. Alaba wins the duel this time. Camavinga. Oh, that's neat. Mbappe ploughing through the middle. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Madrid are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Mendy makes the interception. Tchouaméni out to the right. Oh, can he get onto this? That's been cut out, well played. We are into overtime. Mbappe. And it's Diaz. Played out wide. And it's played in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that is as far as it goes. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt...
Mbappe! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I've got my eye on Militao, who's developing his game very well and quite quickly. I think you need someone very strong in the central defensive position, and he is living up to that now, delivering what he was maybe failing to deliver not so long ago. Just a lot more confidence, a lot stronger, and he'll be the one that they'll have to try and get past.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And here's Güler, and he's managed to get free. Bellingham. No goals as yet. Vinicius Junior, and it's Rudiger. Looking to play him in, but he's well positioned here. Nice interception, well timed. And he thumps it clear. Can he get it through? That's beautifully weighted. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Bellingham. Oh, they can break here. For Valverde. And it's Rudiger. Alexander-Arnold. Güler. Tchouaméni. It's Bellingham. And it's Valverde. For Valverde.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
Camavinga. Valverde. Madrid finding their passes. Some good work on the right flank here. Now this could be a chance. Valverde can get it clear. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Camavinga. Bellingham. Heading backwards. Eder Militao. And it's Tchouaméni. That's Rudiger. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And it's Tchouaméni. Eder Militao. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Chooses to go back. And he was alert to it. Valverde. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Valverde. Valverde, back into the middle. Now it's Valverde. And that's been drilled in. He can get that clear. Some really good ball move. And the finish! He's delivered all right!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances...
He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Bellingham. Here's Tchouaméni. Now it's Mbappé. Tchouaméni. Eder Militao. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shot could be shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And here's Goulet. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's superb. Rudiger eases the ball away from him. Valverde. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, really good feet. He's dealt with that really well. Alexander-Arnold, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Valverde has been caught there. It's a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Bellingham. Tchouaméni. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's on it, can he get away? Madrid can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Camavinga.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tchouaméni. Now it's Mbappé. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Camavinga with a definite foul there. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 8,
Eder Militao.
el dorsal 15,
And it's
el
Carvajal.
dorsal 12. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11, el dorsal 21,
Rodrigo.
el dorsal 6, el dorsal
And
30,
that is expertly
el
dealt
dorsal
with.
2. Se va a llevar a cabo un
The
cambio
ball
de
is loose
jugadores.
and the chase is on. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Vinicius Junior on 2 now and looking for 3. And here's Mbappe. Camavinga. That's a promising position. Oh, that's neat. Mbappe, here's on. Tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He has a look up.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's there to retrieve it. Lovely ball and he's having a shot! He scores! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repeat. He rises! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's Rodrigo. Eden Militao.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Mbappe, and they can counter here. Camavinga. And it's Diaz. Eden Militao. And he shoots! They've done it! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Carvajal. And it's gone back to the keeper. That's that, the end. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.